The EFWA enables women to enter the accounting profession and empowers them to achieve equal opportunities and equal rewards.
Good morning. Thank you so much for doing this.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you for taking your time to do this interview.
Well, it's my pleasure. And Marcine Johnson is the owner of Accounting and Tax Advisory Services. And I think that you got your undergrad in accounting from UT Chattanooga. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And Marcine, I know you to be, in addition to involved with the EFWA, I know that you are a super volunteer with the IMA, both in Georgia and nationally. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct. And then we also have a local, we have chapters, local, Atlanta, and then we have councils, and I'm very involved with the Gulf South Council, and then, of course, the Global Board. It used to be called National, so just helping you understand, we're now using the word global everywhere.
Let's pivot over to another organization you're super active in, this organization, the Educational Foundation for Women in Accounting. And Marcine, how and when did you get involved with the EFWA?
I got involved thanks to Florence Henderson, which we miss, but she was a great lady. And I connected with her over in Alabama, her home, and did a presentation over there for women in accounting. They had a seminar going on. And then I got to know her better, and she started telling me about EFWA. And I said, I didn't have that opportunity. I'm a non-traditional student, but I didn't have any opportunity of understanding that anybody other than men and the regular path for how you approach accounting, that there were even women involved that wanted to support this. And I thought, there are so many women that I know that are non-traditional students that really could benefit from this. And it started with Florence and didn't stop. It just kept on going, kept on going.
Marcine, what is something that you enjoy about being a volunteer with the EFWA?
Just knowing that we have the scholarship program, that we have so many opportunities that we can help women, and we've got the scholarship so adaptly named that, we've got women in need, and then we have the different ones that are scholarships based on area, and the idea that we can provide this support. And we have board members that are very involved, you included, and thank you so much for your CFO councils that you do, because that has tremendously helped the organization raise money and continue providing those scholarships. In addition to that, when I've seen the awards that we have given and the recipients and their joy in receiving that, it's just hard to believe that we would think $1,000, because some of our scholarships are that level, could mean that much to these ladies. And it does. And I'm just happy to be a part of that. Absolutely.
Marcine, you are very active in a bunch of different parts of the EFWA, but in particular, since I've known you, you've been really involved with the scholarship process. You were just speaking to this, but what's some advice you might have for applicants? You've seen the unbelievably high quality of the applicants. What would some advice that you might give to those applicants so they can kind of rise to the top?
I think I would recommend our applicants truly focus on their GPA. They need to be sure it's a strong GPA in the field. And I'm just giving you, for instance, about it. Many years, I've known people that have entered accounting, and one of my friends that's a CPA, got her CPA through the Big Six at the time, is now teaching dancing in Mississippi, and she's 40 years old, so she left that career very early. And another person that I met only wanted to be outside, and I said, you can't be an accountant outside. If you like numbers, do engineering, do something else. But I think the GPA always is impressive to me. And if they're just now entering the field, I understand that. But their stories that they tell, why they want to be in accounting, their life needs. I'm very impressed with anybody that's overcome struggles in their life, whether it's financial or learning another language. But I think more importantly, they need to try and think about their GPA and also mention something in a class environment that encouraged them to stay involved in accounting. I'm a non-traditional student, so I already had accounting experience. And then when I got into the classroom to advance my career, I thought, I can take this. Oh, that's the reason they do that. And this makes more sense now, because when you're in the weeds, you don't really know what the lawn's going to look like sometimes. But that to me has been some of the most impressive parts of it. Focus on the GPA, and if you're not there yet with the GPA, then at least try to mention something about why you like the accounting field, so we can feel like you're going to stay in the accounting field, and relate a life experience that you've overcome. I think those are, to me, some of the most important pieces of it.
Marcine, that was strong. In particular, I like that, the why. They need to explain their why. I think that's very true. Telling that story can really help somebody stand out and can have them sort of, you really feel connected to the applicant when you read that. So that's some great advice. Question number 4, what about some advice for givers? Maybe there's somebody who's watching this video that is interested in giving their time or their talents or their money to the organization. What would some advice for givers be?
Well, my advice for givers is this is a very well-run organization. We take, I think, probably 95% of all of our donations and put them into the scholarship fund, and the only 5% that I can think of is possibly our website and some very minor administrative costs. But we have a great team, and everybody is willing to mentor. I like the idea that we created the mentoring program, and we've done a, not a 360, I don't want to say, or even a 180, but because we finally have got everything coordinated in an electronic version, we're able to mentor. So if you wanted to join this organization and you're a person in accounting and want to help somebody succeed, and maybe you're in a very small staff, maybe you're an only person, but you've got abilities, you've got talent that you can share with other people. And if you can't, if you're looking for something to put your heart into, and yes, we'd love to have your money, your heart into, and money, EFWA is a great place to be. I think I've been involved with you guys probably for 15 years, more actively in the board over about the last 8 maybe, but have always enjoyed seeing the recipients get their rewards and appreciating that. And this year when we did our scholarship applications, I saw many, many more applicants saying, I want to be involved with EFWA, because they know how important it can be to their life and to other people they know. So join it, because we manage the money very well. We've got very, very low overhead. Like I said, I believe 90% of every dollar donated goes to the cause. So that's huge for a nonprofit to be able to make that statement.
Marcine, question number 5, last question, is what is something that I didn't ask that I should have asked, and what's your answer to that?
Something that you didn't ask is, where do I find out more information about EFWA? Let's go to our website, think about Education Foundation for Women in Accounting. All of us that are members should have that on our LinkedIn, and I want to encourage that. And I also want to encourage that our board does not hesitate to ask our board members, have you made your donation this year? And I haven't made mine, but I am going to make mine. because I've done that in the past, and we want to show that our board is supporting the organization. And the more information we can provide about that without disclosing private information, I think that would be great. Yes.
Well, you're great. This has been great. Thank you so much for doing this, Marcine, and thank you for your 15 years of service. It flies by pretty fast, doesn't it? Isn't it amazing?
Yes, it does.
It was like that, feels like 15 minutes. And how true. Go check out the EFWA.org for more information and follow us on LinkedIn. Great job, Marcine. This was awesome. Thank you so much for doing this.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and thank you for conducting the interview. And Robert, always nice to see your smiling face and feel your energy.
Thank you.